everybody. Welcome to Slogan's Rock and Metal Extravaganza. We're here today for our Best Song series, and today we're tackling the first 4 albums by Robin Trower with James Dewar on vocals. So yeah, there'll be a part 2 next week with the next 4 albums after that. So starting with the first 4 today, picking our favorite song from each. So yeah, so joining us today is Danny Alcana back again from last week. Brian McFadden is here, and Hannah Collins. Logan is here, of course, and me. So yeah, right off the bat, we got first album here. We got Logan's got it. I was gonna screen share. There you go.
Right.
Logan's got it. So there we go. Twice Removed from Yesterday. So this came out in March of '73, and the lineup here is Robin Trower on guitar, additional vocals on the title track, Twice Removed from Yesterday, James Dewar on bass and lead vocals, Reg Isidore on drums, and Matthew Fisher plays organ on I Can't Wait Much Longer and Daydream, and he's also the producer. So yeah, we got I Can't Wait Much Longer, Daydream, Hannah, Man of the World, I Can't Stand It, Rock Me Baby, which is an old B.B. King cover actually, Twice Removed from Yesterday, Sinner's Song, and Ballerina. So we're gonna start Danny, Brian, Logan, and me. So Danny,
Okay.
Say how you got into Trower, maybe, actually, and then we'll pick your favorite song.
Yeah, I really did love Robin when he came out. I learned a lot of his stuff. Probably definitely the first 2 albums. Every song on both of those. This first album's got a lot of good stuff on it, and it was a toughie for me to pick my favorite. And if I can tell that same story that you know,
Yep.
and Logan's probably heard before, I was in a music store, a very popular one, and at the time I was looking for a new amp, and I had seen Orange amps around. I think Wishbone Ash, I saw them using them, and I thought that they sounded pretty good. I knew what Marshall sounded like. I was looking for something a little different. Anyway, I'm plugged into an Orange amp and I'm playing Daydream, which is on the album that we're going to talk about, or pick the song from. And I got a tap on the shoulder. And I turned around to look and the guy says, "Oh, dude, you and I can make some beautiful music together." And I didn't say anything yet. He said, "Do you know that song, All By Myself?" I said, "Yeah, I know that song." He goes, "I wrote that. It was Eric Carmen." And I didn't know who he was. I just knew the song, and it was a, sorry to say, wimpy song. And I said, "Dude, I'm a rocker." And he split right away. I probably embarrassed him, or I felt years later when I thought, oh my God, a guy had #1 hit and a ton of other big hits. And I said that to him, but that's where my head was. That's kind of my little story with Robin Trower.
In your early 20s, right?
Let's see. I was, probably 20, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, I remember you telling that story, but I didn't remember you were playing Daydream. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't think I ever told you.
Oh, he didn't mention the song.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's what I was playing, and it sounded great. Anyway, I don't like picking slow songs, but I'm going to go with Daydream on this one. I love the guitar parts and James' sultry voice. I mean, his voice is so damn sexy. I mean, what a combination. You have that wild contrast of that smooth, dreamy guitar part, and then James Dewar's sultry, hot, smoking voice over it, and it just, the combination, sometimes I don't always pick guitar-oriented songs. That's my pick for this album.
Nice. That was a surprising one for me, but yeah, that's cool. All right, so Brian, what did you pick? How'd you get into Trower?
Colin? Me?
Brian, no, you.
I got another Trower through an interview from the 1990s. It was from Chris Cornell, and he was talking about how Bridge of Sighs was always at their loft where they used to practice, and people kept coming in with all these different copies of Bridge of Sighs. They kept coming in with this and leaving them behind for everybody else to listen or take home, borrow, whatever it was. So I think he said he ended up with like 50 something copies at the end of the time when they were moving out. They found all these copies
Wow.
around the house. So I was fascinated with Soundgarden at the time. So I gave it a listen. I bought the cassette, actually. I don't have the cassette. But after I lost the cassette, I went out and bought the record. So I got the record anyhow. But nobody in my circles was listening to him. Nobody I knew was even on the radar with him. They were all with the alternative Jane's Addiction and anything that was on college radio and all that stuff. They weren't talking about anything old or 70s. So unless it was Sabbath, that was something they all agree on. But I also got into Procol Harum. But this is a bad example because he had already quit. He's not even on this record, but he had quit before this. This is 72. He had just left in 71, but he was in from 68 to 71. And I like those songs because I like progressive rock. But then I didn't know what I was listening. I thought it was contemporary or whatever. I didn't know what I was listening to, but I enjoyed it. I like that. The Moody Blues, Supertramp. I like all that stuff from the 70s. So, getting into Robin Trower, like I said, I never had siblings growing up, so I never had older brothers or older sisters. I didn't have any older influence that was listening to this stuff, so you have to find this on your own. So, as much as I liked the first album, this was hard to pick. This was hard to pick because I think the whole album's basically a banger. I think it's a 10/10. But
it is.
Yeah, I like I Can't Wait. I Can't Wait Much Longer. I guess what you're gonna hear a lot is though it's got this wave of ocean of music that it just keeps coming at you. It's just one song after another, and it's just all blues and feeling, and it's got psychedelia in it. I didn't even know if it was a psychedelic band. I don't even think him as progressive either. I guess he's just. I don't know if he was some kind of fusion psych something, but there's so much blues you can't deny that he was influenced by Jimi Hendrix. You can't deny that. Again, I was talking about like Jeff Beck and the Yardbirds. He had to have been influenced by something coming up through the 60s because everybody was influenced by something. But what I ended up settling with, I'm going with Sinner Song because I just think that thing is killer. I just think it's such a great groove. It's got a great pace. It's got some him with his guitar tones. You could take the first 10 out. You could probably take all 30 albums. I don't know, but it's the same tone. So it's really you're not deviating from the blueprint of the first album, moving on through the latter album.
He had his sound right from the start,
Yes, and his tone, I love it. And the thing is, I think it's what makes the album really shine. Is never mind the solos that he's totally squeaking out on. I think even the ballads, he's got a well balance of blues, rock, psych, ballad. He's got a little bit of everything for everybody on every album.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Sinner Song I think is just undeniably awesome, and I know it's on the second side towards the end, but I mean there's so many good songs on it. You have to pick one, but but I would also consider I Can't Wait Much Longer for a really strong.
Yeah.
That is just an awesome song.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But with the fuzz, whatever it is, I don't know if it's fuzz pedal, delay.
Me and Logan were talking about this. What was it? Logan knows what it's called.
It's a univibe. A univibe is what they call it.
That's exactly what it is. But
I think Robin Trower
a chorus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin Trower should have had Peter Frampton, world recognition. I think that's especially with that live album that he released after the first three albums. That is just one of the most single-handedly.
I think Peter Frampton did well because of his looks. He's a great musician, but Frampton had the look, right? Trower didn't really have the look, like not to be mean, but he didn't have the pretty boy image kind of thing.
Right. I think that was something to do with it too. Yeah. Yeah, the looks. Poor Englishman.
Unfortunately, people are very I just like the music. If I like the music, I could care less what the hell the dude looks like really.
But right, yeah, it shouldn't matter,
People are like that, unfortunately, right? So,
yeah.
It's like just appreciate the damn music.
But they had that
why
song.
Does he have to have pretty blonde hair? Like, come on. It's ridiculous.
That song "Daydream" that's on that album is really good too. Like I said, the ballads are really just very emotional, and I really like the directions he goes. Even his lighter stuff is just as cool as his heavier stuff.
Because James is such a great singer, so it's
just as electric.
Yeah. Didn't he hit it right on the head right there? And Danny hit it on the head earlier. It's because of James, Yeah. I'm not really a big ballad guy, but like when Trower does it, because of James Dewar and him, I mean,
Jimmy Dewar, he's got one of the best underrated vocals.
No one ever mentions him, but
he plays bass and he sings. If he could dance, he'd be a triple threat.
It was kind of strange that they didn't go under a band name with Robin not being a singer. Because usually with like these guys that are solo artists and use their name, usually they're also singers. But Trower's not exactly the greatest singer. Like I've heard him sing, he's okay, but he's nowhere close to James's level.
Yeah,
he's like Tony Rice. Like he used to be able to sing, but he always hires someone else now. But he's got throat cancer. He's not singing anything.
Okay. So Logan, what'd you go with? You going
with I'm kind. Actually, I might as well say it. I had 3 I was thinking of. I told Sydney this week. I was thinking of Daydream and Hannah, and the one I ultimately went with, which is Sinner Song, which is the one Brian just highlighted. I just love that riff, and it's got like the kind of like unison thing. Trower and Dewar both playing it, and I don't know if Danny. It sounds like Black Dog. How not just the way the riff. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's like he doesn't go from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. He's going like 5, 6, 7. So he's adding that half step in. So
all the chromatic scale.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought it might have been chromatic. I couldn't see. This is why I need lessons, Danny. But yeah, they do like that chromatic.
There's the chromatic, right? And Slash I think uses the chromatic too. I think Slash uses
chromatics in a lot of his blues licks, which was the first and only guy I've ever heard really do that. And he pulls it. Well, Hendrix did a little bit, but he pulls it off. I mean, really well. He's a great bluesy player. I mean, there's not enough that can be said about Trower's simple but tasty and beautiful playing, along with his tone. I seen him twice live, and one time I saw him. It was out of all the guitar players I've seen in my life play live, I'd have to say he was the cleanest player I've ever seen. I didn't hear one mistake. His tone was immaculate. It was just amazing.
Yeah, I love the structure of the song too, because it kind of switches when Jimmy's singing. It does this other different styled riff, and they go back to the main riff after the chorus or whatever. It doesn't really have a chorus. The song's kind of weird structure wise. It's like just a bunch of verses, kind of, but it goes back to that main line. They throw like a couple more notes in, so they're kind of playing with the arrangement. I always thought that was cool too. And it kind of changes completely like 2 minutes in. Like Reg Isidore takes this drum solo, and Dewar starts playing like this chord like bass thing, and Trower just goes nuts, man. This is one of my favorite solos he ever did. I love the bends, everything about it, man. Everything like Danny was saying. He's just a unique player. Nobody really sounds like him to me. I mean, when he does the solos. So
he does those hammer-ons and those hammer-offs and stuff. I don't know, man.
There's a bend in Sinner Song that he does, man. It sounds like he's just like I don't know how it didn't break. It's like
the string is gonna fall off.
Oh yeah, those strings are coming all the way down to the edge of the guitar, right?
The only bad thing. The only bad thing is the song. I like how it's structured too, like that, because it's got the jam section, and then it goes back into the main riff, and it goes into another verse, but then it like fades out during the verse. I thought that was kind of weird, you know. It just like kind of fades. So there's a version from like a BBC session though that ends, so that's kind of cool. It's shorter, but it's cool to have something that actually like stops, you know. But yeah.
Ticket price for third row in 1980 was $9.50. Jesus.
Backstage, seen him on Victims
of
the Fury tour, man.
That's like the cost of like a Starbucks coffee now. Like,
Jesus.
Coffee. I was gonna go see him, guys. I was supposed to last year, but he got sick, so his tour got canceled. Sadly, but
he is still touring though, or is he still?
He started touring again. Yeah. So.
80 years old, still going out there doing it. Like, that's crazy.
That's something too, right there, man. This dude's 80 years old and he's still doing it.
Yep. Still smokes. He shreds. He's an absolute animal. He's awesome live. He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him, man. Yeah.
Oh, he's awesome. He just came to Boston and it was freaking awesome.
Oh, you went and saw? Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep, I try and see him every time I can, but he sells out here. He sells out all the time. You know, you got to get early.
Yeah, I was looking it up. I was sitting there counting them. My math might have been a bit off, but I was going on this site looking up how many shows he's ever played in Canada. I think it was only like 29, 30 total shows ever in his career in the country, which is nothing because like he'd do a tour and cover that many places in the U.S. in one tour. Like it's just there was no market for him here for whatever strange reason. I don't know what the hell happened because heavy blues rock was big here in the 70s. So I don't know what the hell.
Yeah, you got Grand Funk up there, you know.
Grand Funk was pretty big in Canada. Yeah, it's just really strange.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, yeah,
I think something with the management. You know, I don't know why they would think he wouldn't be marketable up there, but
there was
I don't know what else it would have been.
There was some.
We don't take Canadian money.
You guys love your blues up there too. I don't understand that at all.
Some pretty cool shows though that he did here. There was a show in Toronto. It was him in Boston in '76. That would have been a wicked show to see.
Trower, oh yeah,
'76.
That's like prime Trower. Although I don't care, 80. He's still in his prime. He hasn't missed a step. He hasn't missed one single beat, man. He's actually gotten better.
What was your pick, Sid?
So yeah, I'm going with the opening track, the one that Brian almost picked. I Can't Wait Much Longer. So I'll admit I've never really listened to Trower until doing this series. Again, because like even my parents, I pretty much just grew up listening to what my parents listened to and liked their music, and I never ever heard them play Trower because for whatever reason he just never reached over here. Even Day of the Eagle, I don't think either of them really knew even after that's crazy because that song's pretty well known. That's just I don't know what the hell happened. But yeah, so I never really knew him, and I've listened to this stuff. And I'm like, okay, this stuff is good. Like it's weird to me that this didn't translate here. I don't get it. But yeah, I Can't Wait Much Longer. Yeah. It's almost I could see Sabbath doing a song like that. Like it's got this heavy, like almost Iommi riff. Like it's this really heavy. Like there's a thought. James Dewar singing for Sabbath. Can you imagine that? He could have done it. Like he's got a strong enough voice. It would have been awesome. But yeah, like it just has this heavy
Ricky Coates.
Very, very soulful.
But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, Jimmy Dewar, he sounds like Richie Coates to me. They sound very similar.
Okay. Yeah, like again, I associate like these guitar players as vocalists. So like I heard the name Robin Trower, and I think what shied me away from it was that album that he did in late '80s, not Take What You Want, I think, or Take what the hell is that?
Yeah, what was that called? I know we talked about it. Davey Patterson's on it.
Oh my God, what's that album called? Take What You Know.
Yeah,
it's called. Yeah, I mean, and Take What You Need.
Take What You Need.
Take What You Need. Yes, I thought there was like some good songs on it. My dad actually had the cassette, so that was the first Trower I ever heard was an album from like 1988. So we're talking way later in his career.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just kind of like very generic. So I just thought, oh, this is what Robin Trower sounds like, and it kind of moved on. But unfortunately, because some of this early stuff is just amazing. Yep.
Can I ask a
Brian?
question?
What's your
Did you listen to
general?
him with Jack Bruce with the Jack Bruce albums? I think.
I did actually, yeah, I did actually check I did go on YouTube a couple days ago and check this out, and I thought this was amazing. Like, this was actually really good. The bad album cover aside,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, what the hell? Even the
Ah,
back.
who cares about the album cover? You don't play the cover.
Yeah, that's true. It's not going to
Yeah.
sell records with a sandwich on the front of it.
They need to release a picture disc of that. Is what they need to do.
It'd make it edible.
Yeah, I agree.
An edible version
Scratch
of the
and sniff.
record.
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff.
So let me ask you a question before we move on, Sid.
Yeah.
Now that you've listened for your first time, gave it a really good listen. What's your feeling about?
Oh, I think he's a phenomenal guitar player, and James is just what a singer. And again, like I think I just assumed, oh, Robin Trower, so he's a guitar player, so I figured he was also the singer, and I thought, oh, he has a good voice. And then it's like, okay, well, no, he's not actually the singer. James, right? So yeah, it's just what a singer though, and a great bass player too, right? He's bass and vocals. So
Yeah.
I think he
man.
stopped doing bass a couple more albums in, but he started off as they became a 4-piece, I believe. But yeah, no, great bass player, great singer, and unfortunately we lost him in 2009, I believe it was. To
It was 9.
It was 9. Yeah, he had some sort of rare illness that caused like a series of strokes, and just health kind of deteriorated. It's sad. He was only 59, like too young.
Right.
And even Reg, we lost the drummer on this, Reg Isidore in 2000. No, Reg was 2009. James was 2002. Yeah, James was 2002. Reg was the drummer was 2009.
Yeah, I didn't even know Reg died.
Yeah, he died heart attack 2009. 59 years old. Same age as James. They both only made it to 59. So only Trower's still with us.
There's a bad plague that goes. There's a curse that goes with drummers, because when you play drums for so long, it throws off your natural heart rhythm. Most drummers die from a heart attack.
Really?
That's number one. Yep, that's the number one killer of drummers. Heart attacks.
Heart attacks. I mean, I mean, you have to really stay in shape, right? Because it's very physical. It's not like singing. I mean, you still have to keep up your voice, but like when it comes to drumming, it's a very physical instrument. So.
Yep.
You gotta make sure you're staying healthy. But yeah, so then we get to so that was my pick was and yeah, again, the solo in that song. It's this solo that comes out of I've never really heard a solo like that. I just hear that and I'm like, wow, this is like an amazing guitar solo in that song too. And I'm not just saying this from that because you're here, Danny, but I hear a lot of Elkanah and that solo on that song. Yeah, and a lot of this stuff, like I can tell that he was an influence on you, and that you like were really picking up his lead playing and just playing.
Danny read from the Book of Trower.
That's right. I did.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Bible. You should have called the song "The Trower," not "The Tower."
Yeah. True.
The Trower.
I mean, the theory that this guy had, so much knowledge. It just with the theory, and even with like Logan was saying, there's all these little tiny structures in a 4-minute song. He's doing like 20 different things in like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah.
So that brings us to,
and you leave so much wide open space. There's so much wide open gaps that other people could do stuff, but it just flows well with the way that the music is written.
Well, yeah, you said it good, Brian. Like it comes in waves, kind of like the way he hits the music. It's just. Yeah.
So that brings us.
And every album's like that.
Yeah,
it's not.
Sorry.
Every album got a blueprint.
Logan's like slowly moving. He needed a logo though, because every album has like a different logo, and it's kind of strange.
I do kind of like this though. I don't.
That one's kind of cool.
Yeah, I do like that.
A lot of them are a little bit unlegible though. They're kind of.
Can you let me know when this album was released? Was it
Bridge of Sighs? Yeah.
Copy of it. You can't even read it. You can't read the second side.
April 74, apparently. April 20th, 74.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this brings us to second album, Bridge of Sighs, which Logan was just showing. This actually certified gold in the U.S. This was actually his probably first taste of any success.
Boy, gold?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Probably his biggest record too from the fan base, I would say. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this has his most well-known song, I would say, is "Day of the Eagle."
Chrysalis, is that what it was on?
Wow,
yeah.
you're good. You're
well,
Chrysalis
I want
and
to
Capital. So
it's kind of.
I wanted to
he
add.
stayed with Chrysalis for a long time too, for a while. Like all these albums are Chrysalis.
Yeah, I wanted to add. He got gold certified for 5 records in a row. It's from 74 to 77.
Okay. Yeah. So this was the start of it, right?
Oh yeah, he won just gold after gold after gold, which deservedly so. I mean, you know, if you don't change anything, if it won before, why would it win again?
Yeah. It's too bad he didn't get bigger. No platinum certifications. He didn't really become huge, right? It's just
this one deserved platinum, man. This one deserved double platinum.
Talent was all there. Yeah. Diamond.
This album's a gem.
We live in a world where hysteria is diamond, and this is only gold.
Yeah. Not the same years, but I know what you mean. Yeah. So yeah, Bridge of Sighs. So we got Day of the Eagle, Bridge of Sighs, In This Place, The Fool and Me, Two Rolling Stoned, About to Begin, Lady Love, and Little Bit of Sympathy. So Danny, what are you going with?
Holy shit. This was another really tough.
It's like everything, every song.
Yeah. I mean, Lady Luck and Bridge of Sighs. I mean, every song on this album is absolutely great.
Just cheat and say Bridge of Sighs, Danny. Then technically it could mean all of it.
That, I mean, Bridge of Sighs, Stoner's Delight. I mean, wow. Not to mention, this album was, I think, probably the best produced album in the first 4. For me, it has the best. It just has a lot of shimmer on it. I love the production of this album. It was another hard one. I think it was hard for me. There were about 3, maybe 4 songs but I ended up going with the obvious for me, which would be Day of the Eagle. My God, the song completely kicks ass. James Dewar is kicking butt on it. He does on every song.
Yeah.
It's just a great song. That's the one for me. Day of the Eagle on this album. Although there's other ones, it's so hard to just pick one. You go, oh shit, but the other one has this, and you know the other elements, but if I have to pick one, it's Day of the Eagle.
Yeah,
great problem to have.
I think I like this album the most out of the first 4 that we're doing here today. I think this was the best one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brian, what are you going with?
Yep. I'm picking Bridge of Sighs. I love the chimes in the beginning, like the water chimes. It's almost like the water drum bucket, right? Oh man, everything about this. This is a perfect album. There's not a skipper on it. Every single song on it is awesome.
That's right.
It's a journey. The first song starts, and then the last song on the second side finishes it. It's great. It's got some great ballads on it. Like you said, the Day of the Eagle, that's an awesome opener. It's just such an awesome rocking opener, and it grabs your attention immediately when you put that needle down. Immediately, you're like, oh, I can't wait for the next song. And after Bridge of Sighs, it's like, oh, I can't wait for the next song.
It's one of those albums, yes.
I've actually taken this record. I played it all day. Just kept flipping it. I played it all day. Either I was outside or I was working around the house, whatever I was doing. Holy crap. But yeah, there's no stinkers, no skippers, so I can't really read my second side on this.
No, there's nothing bad on that album at all.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. The way the art is, Brian, you can't really read side 2. It's kind of hard to read it.
The artwork is weird, though. I've always thought his album covers were a bit strange. Like, what the hell are we looking at here?
I love his album covers. I think they're all great. But Two Rolling Stones. What I love about a lot of these songs is when you hear them live, you know, on here it might be, you know, 7 minutes or whatever. You hear him live, they're like 12, sometimes 13 minutes, because he extends the
The
solos
solo,
and
yeah.
they drag it out, and they, you know, he knows what his fans like. He knows. So, but even, you know, About to Begin is good. Lady Love, that's a good song.
It is.
And a little bit of Sympathy. That's a song I love. I don't know why. It's an earworm. I'm always humming it. You can always, you know, you hear it, you humming it. But it's a great way just to wrap up the whole album. And the first side you're getting pummeled with this with the fuzz tone psychedelic wah wah freaking guitar strat, and it's great. Like everything about it is just oh, like Danny said, the production on it is like its own instrument on this album.
Beautiful.
It's so well done. I don't know if anybody else is doing anything even close, remotely close to any of this kind of sound. I don't even know if it was like he was using, I don't know, delay, fuzz, all these different, you know,
we're talking
effects.
Me and Sydney were talking about that Univibe thing. I think you said there's only like 3 other guys, right, that are like listed as using that thing, like at the time. So, yeah.
Well, but this is another album that it's front loaded, and then it's loaded for bear on the back, just in case you didn't think that he had enough stamina to finish it. But holy crap, yeah, this album's just stacked with hits, and I think everything's memorable about it. Every single song has a memorable riff to it. I do. I hum this stuff a lot, and I always hear those stupid bell chimes a lot. You know, I don't know if that's I need medication for that or whatever, but it's been a long time listening to the album. So, but oh man, you hear that, you get the goosebumps, the hands start sticking up, and it's like, oh, here it goes.
Cool. Yeah, it's just it's a heavy, like, it's blues, but it's heavy blues, and it's just it's got like this dirty, gritty sound to it. It's very raw, but like it's
where the episode got its name right there. Heavy blues.
Heavy blues. That's why I came up with that. It's heavy blues. That's what I call it. So Logan, what are you going with?
Well, I wanted to read. You guys are talking about production. I'm usually not a production guy, but Jeff Emmerich worked on this album, and I believe he was working on like Beatles albums and stuff too. So that's pretty cool that he was on this. Robin on the credits actually thanks Matthew and Jeff for making it sound so good, and he talks about I think his name's Funky Paul Olson. He's the guy who did the album covers for the first 4. He thanks him for the cover, and then he says, "Jimmy and Reggie, I love you, Robin." So it's kind of creepy thinking about that now because they're both gone. But he loved his bandmates, man. He always had a tight. I think he always had a tight connection with his band. You know, no matter who was in the band, especially when it was a 3-piece. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I went with the last track, a little bit of Sympathy, which I love this one, man. Brian mentioned it. Danny mentioned it. Everything on this album, I could have picked anything really.
Yep.
But I love this one because it kind of shows the band's funky side with like Robin's main lead riff, kind of playing off Reg Isidore's like syncopated hi-hat. I love what Reg is doing on that track. And I love Bill Lorden too, but I don't know. You can kind of hear a difference in the drumming after Reg leaves to me. Like it's less, I don't know. It's not bad because it's great, but I feel like Reg is kind of more multi-layered and he did different rhythms. And I feel like Bill Lorden kind of stuck to one little like thing. He could play great stuff, but I just think Reg was probably the better drummer for the lineup. But yeah, it's just I love, got some great bluesy vocals from Dewar, and just plays off Trower's riffs. And I love on the verses because like he does the leads, and then Dewar will sing. And this one's got a little lead break too in it with it's got some like bongos and congas, and Dewar sings off Trower's guitar line at the same time. I love that kind of thing, which we talked about on Jeff Beck. I know Danny loves it. I know Sydney loves it. I know Brian loves it. You know. And then it breaks into the second lengthy extended solo. Trower doing all his wah and Univibe stuff. And I wanted to point out Dewar's. I think he's got some great bass playing throughout these albums, especially for a guy who's singing. He doesn't just sit there and play the root note, you know. Like maybe on the ballads he will a little bit, but like on stuff like this, he's like moving up and down the neck when he's singing. And you know how good he sings, man. It's just he's one of the best to me, man. And nobody talks about him like we were saying.
No.
And I, you know, this is one of the sad parts about this album. This one fades out, unfortunately, on the last solo. But if you look up the 50th anniversary version of this on YouTube, they have the full extended track until they end it off. I think the one on here is like 4.5 minutes, and it actually goes for like 6.5. So you get like 2 extra minutes of just a bunch of soloing, and Robin throws in the lead or the main riff from the song into the solo. I thought that was kind of cool, but they cut that part out, and it's like, oh, come on, this album isn't that long. Come on, guys.
You gotta wonder if that's a label thing, because a lot of the songs are short, and I've noticed a lot of the songs he starts going nuts on the solo, and then all of a sudden it's fading out. I'm like, was that like a label thing saying, okay, we gotta cut this part? Like, it's just weird to me that his solos would be faded out on almost every song. That's the only thing, but yeah, that sounds like it would be a label decision to me. I don't know, like that's.
I think you're right.
You Chrysalis.
Especially in the 70s, everything was all make songs short. You can't have these long songs. It's like, come on. But
especially somebody like this, like you would think you'd want that.
Oh yeah, the live versions would probably be like even better, right? Because he'd have to end the song, obviously. So
yeah, just to show how much he appreciated having this album. There's like 4 or 5, I think 3 or 4 songs on this live album. There's only 7 songs. They're all from Bridget Songs.
The whole album is just Bridget. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, I went with the obvious choice as well. I went with Day of the Eagle. That as soon as those drums kick in and that whatever the hell, I can't do it. Yeah, that riff kicks in and it's just what a high energy song. And then it even great like heavy chaotic solo in there. And then it even like slows down and gets to that really like bluesy jam part, which is great.
I love that part, man, because he does that lead part right from the start. Da 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 that.
But all of a sudden down. It's like what? Because that part that throws you off because you're thinking the whole song is just going to be like this fast in your face song, and he goes nuts on the solo. But then I actually do really like when he actually at the end there, all of a sudden out of nowhere just slows it down and then starts doing this really bluesy, tasty solo, and it adds to the song too, and it's a great ending to the song. It doesn't go back to the fast part. I kind of like how he ends it like on the slow blues jam. It's like a second part of the song almost. It's like 2 different songs squeezed into one, and it's a little bit longer for his standard. It's almost about 6 minutes. But it's a great song, and that was my pick. Was Day of the Eagle. I just love how there's like those 2 different parts to the song too. So. And James again, as always, you're gonna hear that every single song is James's voice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The vocal and guitar combination here, man, can't beat it.
Just phenomenal singer.
Yep.
So that brings us to For Earth Below, 3rd album.
The red one.
So again, he was pumping albums out so quickly. Like here we are, 73 in the first one. Now he's got a 3rd one already by 75. So
we were talking about Frampton earlier. Come on, look at this guy. There's no sex appeal there. Come on, Al.
Yep.
Oh God. Yeah. So for Earth Below is this one. So this was recorded and released in February 1975. Again on Crystallisk/Capitol, same producer Matthew Fisher. And now we got a change. So Reg had left, or I'm not sure what the story is on that. But on drums, on drums, they actually had an American drummer on this from Minnesota, Bill Lorden, and he played in Sly and the Family Stone.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you know that Sly and the Family Stone was the first band that used electronic drum set? Did you know that? Electronic drums. They were the first band to do it. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Brian. On A Tale Untold, there's some drum machine on this. So
there is.
Yeah, exactly. It. That's why I was bringing it up. I was going to mention that.
So we got this. So of course, we got James still here on bass and vocals, and Trower obviously on guitar. But then Bill Lorden comes in on drums here. So you kind of got like almost an international lineup because you got a guy from England, Scotland, and a guy from the U.S. So it's interesting. So and so we got Shame the Devil, It's Only Money, Confess at Midnight, Fine Day, Alethea, A Tale Untold, Gonna Be More Suspicious, and the title track, For Earth Below, closes it off. So Danny, what are you picking?
This is another one. I mean,
Trower should have went by Foreigner. There you go.
Yeah.
Use it first.
Another very difficult pick for me. I'm going to probably surprise everybody with my pick. I'm going to go with More Suspicious.
Okay.
Because Dewar's voice is so freaking awesome in it. I don't give a damn what Trower's doing.
He's good. Yeah, his voice is.
His voice, and on every track, his voice is like that.
Yep.
You know, of course, Trower is Trower on every song, and he's always good, and he's always tasty, and he always sounds great. Man, James Dewar's performance is just. I'm going to go with the song. I have to go with that. That's my pick.
That's how you know a guy is a special singer when the guitar player is picking a song because of the singer.
Exactly.
Through the guitar playing.
I was going, how am I going to explain this to you guys? But I mean, his voice is just amazing.
Yeah, cool. Dewar, yeah, Logan. Dewar could sing over circus music and make me listen to it. Yeah. Could sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star" and it would somehow sound.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Great singer. So, Brian, what are you going with?
Oh, he's a phenomenal singer. I like him a lot. And you know what? He is a lot of the allure of these albums. He is a lot of the big part of why it sounds so good. But just a second. I forgot to mention the Lady Love on Bridge of Sighs with the cowbell. Everybody's looking for cowbell.
Gotta have a cowbell song.
So 1975, The Earth Below. I think Fine Day is a great song. It's strong opener. I like that Althea. It sounds like Thin Lizzy to me a little bit. That sounds like Thin Lizzy influence.
Yeah.
But I'm picking A Tale Untold. And I just think that whole song is just phenomenal.
Good song.
It's heavy. It's rocking. It's the solos again for me. The solo just shreds.
That's a good one too, Brian. That's kind of like Day of the Eagle, like Sydney was talking about, how it changes at the end. Oh man. Oh.
Yep, it's a strong album all the way through. That's probably, I don't know. I think it's better than this one. And this is a perfect album, and I think it's better than this. That third album.
That's the fight to me between in the catalog. Them two. It's hard to me.
Two.
I had everything digitally downloaded, but I mean, if I had that record, that'd be the one I'd be grabbing all the time.
Nice.
I really think so. Everything about it is perfect. It's another perfect album. It's a 10-10. There's no skippers. It's got even more like dynamic expansion on some of the softer, mellower stuff. But the guitar playing is a little bit more intricate too. So you can tell he's really growing as, never mind that he's already a professional musician. He's growing as a professional musician. He's doing some phenomenal stuff on it. But like I said, it's another album that just washes over you. Here it comes. Here comes that tone. Here comes that fuzz. Here comes all that great neat stuff that only he can really whip out. I don't know. I love his playing and his technicality, but again, it goes back to like his his theory. So it's fast, and then it slows, and then it stretches out, then it's really slow, then it gets fast again. And
his feel.
This is another one of those songs where he's got 10 different things going on in one song in 4 minutes.
Nobody can say Robin Trower doesn't play with feel or
No.
with feel.
That guy is all emotion, man.
James Dewar was right there on the same page with him.
Just vocally, right? Yeah, that's why it works so good.
It was right there. man. And the two was they were a dynamic duo.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Why he left or what happened?
But I think he got sick.
Oh, okay.
I told you I saw him twice. The second time I saw him, he was, and I was maybe 10 feet from the stage, so I was very close. Dewar didn't look good at all. He looked really tired, and he was stand up. Then they had a black bass player.
Yeah.
It was good, but I didn't like him as much as James. But James looked he looked really tired.
I thought I read too he had substance abuse issues a little bit. I don't know, but
I don't know if he did or not, but he was like maybe weighed 125, 130, 35 max. I mean, he was skin and bone. He didn't look good at all to me. So
no one deserves
didn't look healthy. You know, some people are born that way. They're not healthy and they struggle their whole life. He looked like that. He looked like a sickly man.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or
not. If you look up some old pictures of him, even in the 70s, he was always really small and just. Yeah. He has years of a disability resulting from a rare medical condition, CADASIL, C-A-D-A-S. I don't know what, some sort of hereditary stroke disorder, and is caused by mutations of your chromosome. It's just, some sort of thing he was probably just born with. But yeah, sad. So lost him way too early. So so who are we on? Logan, right?
Yep. I'm gonna go with the third track, Confessing Midnight, which love that. Great. I mean, it starts with that Trower wah lick with the 4 on the floor drum beat. Love that. Before it kicks off into the verses. Dewar gives one of my favorite vocal performances from him on this song. Full of energy and grit. The track changes in the verses, or they change it up in the verses. I like that part. Kind of follows like standard blues structure. I think it's in the key E, and it does all the changes up to A and before returning back to E. I wrote down. I think it's the 1-1-4-5 kind of format. I know Danny's talked about that before. It's got that little bit of structure to it. And Dewar's last lead vocals of the track, I think, are some of his best. Very demanding, you know. It's like he's like yelling at you, but you know, not yelling, but I don't know, like very blues inspired. And I don't really know what his influence were vocally, but I'm sure he loved old, you know, 50s blues guys because he has that down to a T. You know,
I'd say he listened to a lot of James Brown.
I think he was an R&B fan.
Yeah,
very aggressive.
Yeah.
I even wrote that, almost aggressive sounding. And then like 3 minutes in, this track becomes I said it becomes Trower's baby here because he takes it over, man. I hear at least I think 3 overdub guitars on this section because one's playing the wah part. And I wrote down it sounds like a Jaguar every time it comes. Yeah, I love that, man. And the other 2, it plays different leads at different sections of the last couple minutes of the track. And I think this song is just like another one that shows off Trower's abilities and knack for writing these heavy blues songs. There's heavy blues again that can just take off into the stratosphere when it comes time for leads, you know. And I just love that last little bit. That could have went on another 6 or 7 minutes. You know,
we're also talking about it's British blues, which you know, Jeff Beck,
Free,
Roy Gallagher, Trower, Cream. I mean, it was all heavy blues, but it was heavy British blues.
Yeah. The British bands or British musicians took like the American blues stuff and then added this heaviness to it to make it a little bit more hard rock than just your basic. Yeah.
They made it accessible for the average American to hear it and want to do it or love it, you know.
How many of them guys talk about the Yardbirds being a big influence, or Jeff Beck, or I mean,
let me ask you a question, Logan. Is this your first exposure to Trower?
Oh, I've known these for I don't know how long, Danny. Probably I had an uncle who was a big fan of 70s rock. He got me into like a lot of stuff, Grand Funk, Blue Oyster Cult, and actually Robin Trower with Bad Company was his first live show. We seen him in 1974. So they were promoting Bridge of Sighs, and I'm pretty sure Bad Company were probably doing their debut.
Wow.
So, but yeah, he turned me on to it. You know, he played Bridge of Sighs a bunch and Day of the Eagle, and I was like, who is this guy?
Did you think he was singing as well?
I probably did when I was younger. I'm sure I did.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just called the band Trower and dropped the Robin part. I don't know. Yeah.
But it's kind of fun. I mean, like with Sydney's introduction, because he got introduced into the later stuff, so he's like, well, this isn't really my thing, you know.
Yeah.
When I guarantee you, if you heard like Twice Removed from Yesterday or Bridge of Sighs, you probably would have been all over.
Oh yeah.
Those, you know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about Jeff Beck. I thought he was the singer in the Jeff Beck group with Rod Stewart.
Yeah. You're young. You don't know these singers.
Angry
now with
kind of voice. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't Rod Stewart record a song from Robin Trower and was a big hit for him?
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah,
Brian,
I think it was.
It's on the next record. Yeah.
Good. So you didn't forget. Oh, it is on the next record.
So me and Logan are in sync with this one. I also went with Confess at Midnight. Like, yeah, to me, this is an amazing song. Like Logan said, it starts off with the really Hendrixy wah wah. It's kind of like a funky song, although it's really funky, but the guitar is just going nuts as always. And I think this is probably my favorite vocal performance by James on anything that he's done, from what I've heard so far, anyway. Yeah, his vocal, but that part where he sings higher, the word higher, and he's got this deep growl, just I'm like, holy. It reminds me of almost like Dusty Hill of ZZ Top when he gets really raunchy. That kind of vocal. It's like the heaviest of the early ZZ Top. Like I feel like a song like this could have been on Tres Hombres or one of those early ZZ Top albums. He's got that raunchy voice, and he's just such a. I know we're talking Trower, but here we're talking about James basically because he's such a phenomenal singer. But yeah, like Danny said, compliments Trower's guitar playing.
Yes.
If you put in a half average singer, the music would still be great because Trower is great, but the songs wouldn't, I don't think, stand out as much if you didn't have this great of a singer.
Yes.
It would still be great, but like James elevates these really heavy songs to another level. He's got such a strong rock voice, but it's soulful too. Like Brian said, he can do like the ballads, but then he can do the really heavy, raunchy stuff where he's basically almost screaming and just Confessing Midnight. Like if you're into like good, really heavy bluesy vocals, this would probably be the song I would recommend for someone that's like really into that kind of vocal style because it really highlights it on there. He really uses that gritty bluesy voice on a song like this. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because it's like really just a funk rock song, but then his voice kicks in. It's just like whoa. But yeah, and then I hear a little bit of the Voodoo Child riff sort of near the end thrown in, like 2 seconds of it before he just kind of plays it solo. I hear it a little bit in there. Which
if you're that good, you can take it.
Yeah, exactly. You can listen to 10. You could sit there listening to 100 songs, and you'll probably find similarities in half of them because just with any bands, right? Like there's so many bands that borrow or
I know
by something. So
when we were talking about it earlier too, Sydney, you brought up Mountain Dew on this song, right?
Yeah,
it has a mountain.
I forgot. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a mountain vibe. That's his vocals almost has a Leslie West vibe to it as well. Yeah. It's got that really heavy, really raunchy, deep voice. But then he can hit high notes too as well. He's just such an amazing singer. I couldn't believe how good this guy was. Like, holy crap, this guy can sing. It's like no one talks about him because the band's it's Robin Trower, right? I would have loved to see what he did on his own, though, almost like doing solo albums and getting another good guitar player to play with him or something. But yeah, like it would have been interesting to hear him do solo stuff. But so that brings us. So yeah, that's my pick is "Confess at Midnight." Awesome. That brings us to our final album of the day. This was "Long Misty Days." Came out in October of '76. Still on Chrysalis and Capitol, and again produced by Jeff Emmerich and Robin Trower actually co-produced it. So this has So this one is interesting. So the single Caledonia actually reached number 81 in Canada. It was his highest charting song here. Why that song is strange, because it's weird. Of all the songs that Caledonia was a hit here. It just seems very random to me. That's the song that was a hit for him here.
Great song.
It's a great song. I almost picked it, but we'll get to that. So yeah, we got Same Rain Falls, and yeah, we got the same lineup as the previous album. We got Same Rain Falls, Long Misty Days, the title track, Hold Me, Caledonia, Pride, Sailing, which is the one that was a huge hit for Rod Stewart, but written by Gavin Sutherland. I'm not sure really who that
that's
is.
what it was. Yeah.
And SMO, which stands for, what was it, Logan?
I think it's just a play on them saying some more.
Oh yeah, some more.
You want some
SMO,
more?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
More.
Some more, yeah. Some more, yeah. SMO. I Can't Live Without You and Messin' the Blues. So Danny, what are you going with?
Holy crap. It was a toughie, wasn't it, guys?
Yep.
Once again,
Another perfect album.
The song on the album is great. I mean, and I was stuck between a few songs on this one too. But, and I am a guitar player, and I'm a little bit ashamed that I didn't go with a guitar-oriented song once again. But as special as Robin is, you gotta remember that the human voice is not something you can tune up or tune down or change the gauge of strings on or change the pickups.
No.
The electronic parts make it sound different any way you want it.
Your voice is your voice.
The voice is a
all
very
natural,
unique
right?
instrument.
Yep.
And it's only good for for a certain amount of time too, depending on how much used. Man, I got to go with the title track on this. Let me read my notes a little bit. Just because of the absolute soulful performance of James Dewar on this tune, what a beautiful haunting melody. I have to choose this tune because of the melody. I mean, I don't know if that says enough about the song. It's just absolutely, it's a gorgeous sounding song. It's gorgeously performed in every way by every one of the musicians. And then Dewar, the icing on the top of that cake is Dewar's voice that's melting butter. Damn. So that's my pick on this one. It was a toughie, but when I hear that, I go, my God, how could I pick something else over that? That's my pick.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good
I like that pick.
James probably had all the girls.
Oh, I'm sure that, yeah.
Or Trower and Lorden, if they had separate tour buses, they were probably like empty, and then like Dewar just had a bunch of chicks lined up.
Sing to me, James.
That's why he was so thin. He never had time to do it.
Oh God. He burned it off all the time. Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Calories and he can put in his body.
Oh boy. Oh, so Brian, what are you going on?
There's another album that is, like Danny said, these are all tough because they're all like at the beginning of the catalog. They're all good. There's no skippers. There's no bad stuff on any of this.
Nope.
I like the Caledonia. I like that song a lot. And you mentioned it. I didn't even know that was a hit on the radio. I should have looked that up. I didn't think it would be, but wow, in Canada, I never heard it here, unless you were playing the album. The SMO, I have it all like with an asterisk and stuff. I love that song. It's good. It's rocking. It's very, oh man, it keeps you engaged. Yeah. What I'm picking is Messin' the Blues. I'm picking that, and I love it. I know that's it's the last of the album, but man, what a reward you get after listening to the front side all the way to the back, and then you get this song, and this thing hits hard, man. It hits hard, and like I said, the tones and his effects and even the shredding that he does on it is just mind blowing. It's really otherworldly, I think, sometimes with the stuff that he can perform. But yeah, some Rain Falls is a very strong opener. So I almost picked that. I really like that song. I like all his opening tracks, but I did that with Ozzy already. So I'm gonna
Yeah, you picked
try and
every.
pick it up
I
a
think every
little bit
song
more
you
with
picked
the
was an
deep
opener
track.
for Ozzy.
Yeah, it almost was, or it was an album track song. But yeah, man, this what an underrated album, and I think everybody should own it. Just like I think that third album, The Earth Below, with the red cover. I think everybody should have that in their collection. Everybody. That is just perfect album.
All
It's a
four of
great
these that
party
we talked
album.
about today, I think,
I
mandatory.
agree.
All perfect.
Totally.
10 pens and no skippers
Yes.
on any of them. And you
All
can play
four
them
of
like
them
if you
are
bought
10.
the CDs and put them in the tray and put them in the blender and let it do the random. It would sound like the same album all the way through.
Call
So
it a
it's
Trower
got
sandwich.
consistency, awesome production, awesome playability and musicianship. And you know what? Never mind the singing, it never falters. It gets better. The guitarist gets better. Everything gets better.
Yes.
I know everybody's saying, "Oh yeah, this is probably the pinnacle. This is his favorite album." Dude, there's 29 other albums. We got to go listen to them. This is just one of the great in the whole catalog. It's great. I love that album, but there's so many others that I love. Like here's one. I can't wait to talk about this album because I think that's probably my favorite Robin Trower album.
Wow, okay.
Cool.
In City Dreams.
Nice.
So I think so. I think it's stronger than this. I think it's way stronger than this, and this is already a strong album. But I probably
I
already
don't
said
think Trower did any wrong in the 70s to me. But
that. No. He created a whole niche, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm surprised we don't hear more people influenced by Trower, of our generation or even maybe my generation. But none of that came through. Maybe Pearl Jam, Temple of the Dog. Temple of the Dog, they have some songs that are Trower-ish.
He probably would have to search interviews where he's mentioned and stuff. I'm sure there's guys that talk about him, but he would have to specifically search. Yeah. Yeah. Not to call them out, but Logan, didn't you say somebody in your family said, "I don't like this guy's voice"?
Oh yeah, yep.
Really?
Yep. Somebody said that. Yep.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I was playing the live album and I was playing Daydream, and he's like, "I like the music, but I don't like this dude's voice."
What?
Hey, don't shoot me. I'm only related to him. Okay.
You should have put on a Rush album and see what he thought about Getty.
Oh, God, yeah.
A lot of people say
yeah. If he didn't like Dewar, he's definitely not gonna like Getty.
King Diamond.
Disown him, bro.
Right.
Get rid
of an insult.
Disown him.
Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah. So what's Logan, your pick, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with SMO. You want some mo?
Oh.
You want
I love that. Love that song, man. It's got epic wah guitar work from Trower right out of the gate.
Yeah, it does.
Kind of like Confessing Midnight. It starts kind of like the same way. And I love the whole play on the words and the lyrics, like we said. Oh, yeah. And when Trower does these laid back blues grooves, and this track, there's two on this album, which is kind of different for Trower. This one and Messin' the Blues, they both kind of do the same kind of riff throughout it, but they weave around the different sections and parts, like the verses and the chorus and the solos. It's all unified under this one giant riff, and I just think it works well for this kind of song to me. And I like Bill Lorden's drumming on this one. I think it's one of the highlights on the song. And the two guys made a great backdrop that Trower just lays his solos all over expertly. And I love towards the end of the track, Trower and Lorden start playing off each other's parts. Lorden will do a little drum fill and Trower play the same rhythm on the guitar, which I thought that was cool. But yeah, I probably could have picked anything. I'm glad Danny picked Long Misty Days. I was this close to switching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you don't think. I mean, you're thinking, it's a ballad, right? But when you turn it on, man, that tone he has is just oh my God. It's just one of the best tones like ever. And then Dewar's vocal. Oh man.
Yeah,
But yeah, I wanted to mention too, I've kind of got a newfound appreciation for this one doing this show this week, because I was always a big fan of the first three and Victims of the Fury, which we'll get to next week. I love that record. But this one kind of went under the radar for me, so I'm glad we did this, and I got a little more familiar with it, and I love it just as much as the first three now. So,
Yep, it's just as good. It is. It's just as good. It's got a little bit more ballads on it, I think. More.
yes, yeah.
More chaos blue. I don't know if it's I'm going to call it chaos. I guess it's more a little unorthodox, right?
Yeah.
But it's so good. It's just it throws you kind of like left field from the other three, but it's still similar. But it's expanding on it.
Even a song like "I Can't Live Without You," which I really shouldn't like that much. I mean, Dewar's vocal, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, and he really slowed it down too. Like the slow stuff got really slow on that album.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of that in the next couple.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. I think it's exciting because I think the whole catalog is exciting. I just don't think there's one bad album throughout anything out of 30 albums. What a career! I can't even believe where he would draw all that inspiration from. But I think it's Jimi Hendrix. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually, I realized after doing this, 3 of the 4 songs I picked are the first song on the album.
Oh.
So I went with
he had strong openers on every single album. He's just like Ozzy. The first song that has to grab you and keep you in the seat.
Yeah, so I went with Same Rain Falls. Again, to me, this has that really heavy. Same Rain Falls sounds like it could have been on one of those early ZZ Top albums to me.
I hear it in my head right now. I hear
that bluesy heavy riff. I could have gone, if this wasn't on the album, I maybe would have gone Caledonia, maybe, because that's a really cool song, or even Long Misty Days, like Danny said. It's you could, I guess technically Long Misty Days is a ballad, but with that heavy guitar tone, not really. It's kind of like it's hard to call that a ballad for me, because to me a ballad is more like, kind of a love song, and it's just kind of wishy-washy. But this is more like a heavy, just blue. It's still a blues song to me.
It's bluesy.
Not like what you think of when you think of a ballad, right? But,
maybe invented a new term, blues ballad.
Blues ballad.
Bluegrass blues, almost.
Fluid. I don't know. Yeah. Blues ballad. Yeah, no. So yeah, Same Rain Falls. I easily could have seen this on like the early ZZ Top stuff, especially with his vocals. And I could have I could have seen Elkanah covering this on that Elkanah record. This would have fit in there with you singing, because your voice on Montezuma's Revenge kind of has that sort of Trower. Like when I would ask you, like when you were doing the vocals for that, I know it was you and Jack trading off. Did you have James Dewar in mind when you were singing that song? Was that like you doing a James impression, or is that just that's just your voice? Or
most singers, and I did a lot of singing when I was younger. My first couple cover bands, I probably did 50 to 60% of all the vocals. But I never, whenever I heard my vocal recorded, I hated it.
really?
I didn't want to hear it anymore.
How a lot of guys are, man. Yeah,
I guess it's weird to hear your own voice sometimes, right? It sounds weird. It's like, that's me?
I think even really good guys, when they first, exceptional singers, the first time they hear themselves, they don't like it. I never got used to it, so I really didn't want to sing. So I didn't compare myself to anybody.
Okay.
I just looked at it as a part of my job on that song.
Okay, well, I could totally see you pulling off this stuff vocally. You got the voice for it on that, so
thanks.
You sounded great on that song, and you could have pulled off this stuff. So come on, you got to release a new album and cover that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd buy that.
Thank you, Brian.
Canada Trower, I don't know what you would call it.
So, wow,
you have our support.
Oh, thank you. So we had Logan and you and Logan matched on one tune.
Yeah, me and Confessin' Midnight, and then I think you and Brian matched on. Oh, me and you matched on Day of the Eagle.
That's right.
Me and Brian matched on Sinner Song.
Yeah, so everyone was matching on certain songs today.
So we had some good matches.
Oh yeah. And even Brian said he would have picked the song that I ended up picking. That was the second choice, right? So there's a lot of similar tastes here. So
very cool.
Yeah.
Man,
this was fantastic. This was so much fun to listen through all of them again. I listened through like all of the catalog. Like I'm halfway through, but I've already been written down all my other choices. But holy crap, man, this has been so much fun just to do. I'm having a blast just listening to them again.
Play this one tonight. Everybody watching us, play this live album.
Live album. I gotta check that out.
That's a killer album. But it's summer. It's been sunny. This music has been awesome. It's just awesome.
It's great summertime music.
Try to take chances. It's good.
Yeah, I gotta check out some of that old Winterland footage, that old black and white footage of them at Winterland. Like, there's so many great bands that played there. There's so much great
75,
footage.
Right? 75?
I think it's 75.
Yeah, black and white.
I gotta check that out because I gotta see what James is like live. How he pulled the bass. Was he playing bass there, or was he singing only?
Yeah, he's playing bass.
Playing bass. Okay, I gotta check that out to see how he was live as a singer.
That's a good thing about Trower too, man. I was telling Sydney this earlier. There's a lot of footage from them being on like Old Grey Whistle Test and Midnight Special, and I mean they really promoted themselves pretty well, so that's cool. I mean, maybe not in Canada, but
I'm curious how some of that stuff. I'm curious.
I wanted to add that he just released a new album, Come and Find Me, in 2025.
Wow.
Yep. Okay. I think he put out one last year too. I think
he's got it.
It came out like 3 months
crazy.
ago. Yeah, it came out right before the summer. It was man, it's good. It's
he
really
never
good.
stopped. Like, I'm looking at his releases. It's just like, I'm looking at it here. So you got like even just in the 2000s, from 2000 until 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From 2000 until now, he's got 14 albums.
14 albums, yeah.
That's in 25 years, so that's still like averaging like an album every other year. So like, holy, it's like 2000
more than some of the old guard do, right?
Yeah, just nuts.
Yeah, stamina. That guy will live to be 100. You watch.
Yeah.
Just because he's keeping busy.
He'll be out there on stage, 90 years old, playing. And
he'll do it.
I'm really.
He doesn't have.
I want to say I'm really glad I'm glad we decided.
Is right there.
Yeah,
he's not stiff.
These 4 albums were. You'd have to say that even though they're not as popular as he's not popular as a lot of bands, didn't sell as many records. They are definitely 4 very important albums.
Oh yeah.
Especially
major influence on
in the
heavy
blues, British blues genre. The Trower is he's a gem. He's one. Yeah. So
just like Peter Green. Peter Green was a gem.
Yeah.
Yes.
That early Fleetwood Mac stuff is my favorite.
Yes.
Oh, mine too. Mine too.
Great
Peter
stuff,
Green,
man.
Fleetwood Mac is my Fleetwood Mac.
I like Stevie Nicks and everything, but it's just not. It's not the same to me. I don't know. It's good, but it's just I like the early bluesy stuff that Peter Green did.
Yeah.
It's variable. Variable.
Imagine a Fleetwood Mac series. Oh my God, we'd be here like 3 years, like 40 albums.
I'm glad we did this though, because I really wanted to talk about Trower. I don't know if I'm the one who brought it up or you did. I can't remember.
I think
Danny might have brought it up. Yeah, Danny. So I'm glad. Thank you, Danny.
I don't have anybody to talk about Trower with. I have nobody I could talk about this band with.
Yeah,
now you got 3 of us, man. There you go.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. Yeah, this guy is fucking superstar.
So we will be back next week, Saturday, same time. Going to do part 2 of this for the next 4 albums with James on vocals. So we'll have In City Dreams, Caravan to Midnight, Victims of the Fury, and finishing it off with Back It Up. So anxious to go hear these for the first time and get into this stuff, and
you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love it.
So then we'll
mark my words.
Funny story about that album. Quick funny story about that album, In City Dreams. My dad thought he had it in his collection. He thought he mixed it up with like his disco stuff because he couldn't really tell that it said Trower, because it's kind of like he just kind of quickly glanced at the cover and thought, oh, this is like a disco album. So he thought he had it like mixed in with his disco stuff. but then he pulled it out. It actually is some other band, some disco album. It's kind of very similar in the look of it. It's Sweet Thunder was the band, and it was like some kind of like funk soul thing. Let's pull that up. It kind of has like a doppelganger thing, sort of. It's a picture of a jukebox, but the color scheme is there, and the album was called Horizons. It's
You know what? My next album I release is going to be black and white, so I could actually read what the hell's going on. We have all these colors, and you got colors on text, a font on top of color. It's like, dude, you're retarded.
Not a good album cover. Yeah, this is the.
Even with glasses, I can't read it.
That kind of.
Oh, the color's kind of similar. Yeah,
that's why he saw that album cover, and it reminded him of that, because it's kind of. That almost looks like the Trower one. Looks like it's a zoomed in image of the jukebox or something almost. It kind of has the same look to it. But yeah, that was it's probably the only promotion Sweet Thunder's ever got. Yeah.
I thought that was just another like off-brand Sweet, like somebody else.
No. It's like funk soul music or something. Yeah, but yeah, that's what's coming up next week. Tomorrow we're doing another music hangout. We'll be playing band from Washington State and Washington D.C.
And we're starting at 2 tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 2 p.m. our time. Danny's time would be, oh my God,
11, right?
11, yeah. 11 Danny's time and 2 our time. So yeah, we'll be starting that tomorrow. Another music.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, not you. You can watch if you want, but.
Oh, okay.
He got scared. He's like, "Uh-oh."
He's like, "What? I didn't commit to anything tomorrow. What? No." Yeah.
Is the Lord thing.
Yeah, doing our obscure bands show. So from Washington, we got a band called Upper Echelon, like early '80s heavy metal. And then from Washington D.C., I know it's not a state, but I wanted to include them in there because of the band. There's a band called Bux, B-U-X, had an album in '73, and it featured the singer went on to end up singing on the first Joe Perry Project album. And the guitar player is Punky Meadows.
Played through here. Joe Perry Project just played here in Boston.
Nice.
They just came through. They played an hour and a half. If you want the concert, I'll send it to you. I got the whole thing.
I like a revamped version, right? It's got the Black Groves guy.
Yeah, 2025. Joe Perry Project. They played for an hour and a half.
What's the singer's name?
Ralph.
Ralph Mormon.
Ralph Mormon, yeah, that's it.
Him and Bob were in a band together.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So it's got this band Bux. They had Ralph Mormon, who ended up singing on the first Joe Perry album, and you got Punky Meadows who went on to be an Angel, and the bass player.
That's right.
What's his name? Right. Greg. Oh my God, what's his name? Geoff. The other guy. Oh my God.
Isn't it Frank something?
No, that's the singer, Frank Domino.
God, I can't remember.
Mickey Jones. Yeah.
If you ever read Peter Criss's book, Mickey Jones screwed around with Peter Criss's wife. True fact. Yep.
Mickey Jones. That's Mickey Jones.
Mickey Jones.
Really random.
Well, rest in peace to Mickey Jones, though. But,
has he passed away?
I believe so. I hope so. After I said that.
You hope so? Whoa.
Well, okay. I didn't mean it like that.
I know what you meant. Yeah.
I better just stop.
Damn adulterer.
Yeah. So it'd be cool to play that. So it'd be cool to be playing. So three of the guys in there kind of not really fame, but they kind of people like those Angel albums. I like that stuff too. This is completely different. It's more like boogie, like blues rock. It's completely different. Sounds nothing like the Angel stuff. So, but this is where they started off and came out in '73. I
like that. I like Angel. They're a good band.
It actually got shelved. Like the label didn't even release it. It was recorded in '73. They released it like in '76 after Angel started, and they sort of started to get.
Oh, okay.
We
gotta. We have this. We better.
Angel opened up for me.
Nice. That's awesome. Did you wear? They let you borrow the white robes and the?
I might be able to find a poster of that somewhere.
That's awesome.
See, Danny, it was a missed opportunity though. They should have played the Tower, and then you should have played the Tower.
Yeah, they both had songs called the Tower. Do a medley. It'd be like 40 minutes. They're both long. Oh my God. Yeah, so that's what's coming up, and then sometime in September, not sure when exactly, we'll be starting a whole series on Rory Gallagher. starting with his first band, Taste, and then we're gonna do all of his solo albums as well. So that's gonna be fun. He's one of my
he's great.
favorite guitar players. So yeah, that'll be a fun one. Love Rory. So
Awesome.
that'll be a fun one. And then Danny's thrown out some ideas, so we'll probably do them at some point. As tackle, probably maybe do UFO. He'll come on for like the Shanker stuff because he likes that. And then even maybe like Rainbow and something like that. So yeah, so that'll be fun.
Ask you. Oh, please repeat the word BOOGIE.
Boogie.
Oh, I thought you said boogie.
Boogie. Yeah.
Learn Bob says boogie.
Put a U in it.
I missed it. I was going, man, is that the way they pronounce it in Canada? Boogie?
Boogie. Boogie. Yeah. But yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. This was fun to do, and yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Danny, for being back again. It's good.
Brian,
thanks, Danny, for the idea, man. I'm glad we did.
Yeah, I was glad you suggested this because I never listened. Yeah, it was cool to go and listen to this. And also, check this album out too because it's actually really good as well. So you got Jack Bruce from Cream, and you got Trower and his drummer. So
wow.
Yeah.
Now is it the same crew next week? Same crew?
Sorry?
Same crew next week?
Oh yeah, same crew next week.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it'll be the four of us again next week for the second half of this, for the next four Trower albums. So yeah.
Excellent.
We'll be back
Jack
again.
Bruce did 3 songs with Trower. He did 3 albums with Trower. 3
Really? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's one later on. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think this is like the only one under the BLT name, right? It's like strange.
2019, I think you're right.
Still can't get over this. It's just so ridiculous. Like
Yeah, because
2019.
Lorden's on that one. I don't think Lorden's on the other ones.
it has to be one of the worst album covers ever because it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking with this. It's just, yeah.
They lettuce and tomato sandwich.
Yeah, like I get it's their name, Bruce, Lorden, and Power, but come on, guys, right? Come on.
Yeah.
They're just sitting around.
the
I'd love to be a fly on the wall when they figured that out, you know.
Calling it BLT.
Oh my God.
Fine, but actually putting a BLT sand, like, come on. Like, what the hell? All right. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Me and Logan will see you tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be on next week for the rest of this. So thanks everybody for watching, and enjoy your evening.